I think we really got to know each other in a different way this season, because we've always been like travel buddies, or, we do events together, and we've been roommates before. But this is a different kind of like flow and understanding of each other. And on some of these episodes, we deep dive on like things that we don't even deep dive in our like groups that we do, that is very like healing, and it's meant to like know more of yourself. And so I think we learned a lot about each other this year, or this season, like our full names. I don't think in 5 years we've ever touched on that or cared about it, but nope. I mean, there's just some things that we have learned and about each other that, like, there's just so many things. I was like, oh, I didn't know that about you. And it was so wild to me that we had known each other for so long and not gone down any of those very basic roads. It's like, I know your deepest, darkest secrets pretty much, but I didn't know your middle name.
Welcome to I Am Her, where spiritual meets spicy, F-bombs meet forgiveness, and shadow work occasionally throws glitter.
Welcome, everyone, to I Am Her, episode number 17. And this is our season finale.
Woot woot!
This is so exciting. We've actually have a full season of our podcast.
That's wild.
That's
We're already
crazy.
here.
It's already here.
It's can't insane. Deal.
Okay, so we're going to skip a few things tonight. We're not going to do our usual, because we've both had a lot going on. So we decided we're just going to be pretty cash tonight. No tarot time with Thylene and no soul word segment. However,
Thylene can barely breathe, so
I can't go one episode without.
Oh, yes.
Your favorite sound and splattering fuzzy water on my phone screen.
Fuzzy water.
But Lemoncillo. We're back to Lemoncillo. So, yep, naturally essenced. Zero sodium equals, as Mr. LaCroix coined it, innocent.
Oh my God. I cannot with that.
Yeah.
Cannot with that.
Yeah, so tonight we're just going to kind of just casually have a conversation about what we've learned over the past season, considering we started this with literally no knowledge. We just kind of were winging it.
And no braces.
No braces. And none of these things in the back. My daughter-in-law made me that cute little friend's couch back there out of
that.
Wood.
Some things have changed.
Yeah, she made it for me out of wood for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. So I just wanted it right there.
Nothing yet. I moved, and boxes it's like an explosion of absolute hell, but we stay in grateful energy, and we keep moving even after we break ourselves.
But you did it. You moved.
I did it. So you get what you get.
And you don't throw a fit.
And then hopefully by the time we come back from Orlando, I will have enough done to where I can build my space out. And my vision is mint. So we'll see how it turns out. I have great visions, and sometimes I Pinterest fail, and sometimes it's a win. You just never know.
Yeah, I mean, mine is just like this. I need a sign back here that says Martha Stewart does not live here, but that's okay, because that's just how it is. And that's...
Did you know? Hold on, I have to interrupt you. Did you know that Martha Stewart? So there's my daughter's gift to my son was Snoop on a stoop.
Oh, I've seen
and
that.
There's a Martha Stewart version too.
Oh,
Did you
what
know
is it?
that?
Martha on a.
I don't remember because she was like, "Should we get this one too?" And I was like, "Just get Snoop." But yeah, I don't even know. I honestly don't know. I didn't
Well,
take the time to read it, but I thought it was hilarious.
I know they're buds too. Martha and
Yeah,
Snoop.
yeah, they did
Yeah,
a cookbook together.
yeah.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny. When you said Martha Stewart, all I could see in my head was her elf version of her.
But I got these color changing light bulbs. About I can't even point to it. That one back there. See, I can't. There.
Bleh,
So
bleh, bleh,
backwards.
bleh.
That one is actually gold right now. Supposed to be, the gold and purple because of the
Mm-hmm.
purple on my wall back there.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
can change them colors. The other one's just white, but they can be changed with a little remote. They're magic.
That's cool.
So
I can't wait to share with you my background at some point soon.
yeah. When we do move, whenever that is, we haven't found the right place to land yet or anything like that. But when we do, I'm going to have an official dedicated space. It's going to look like it's straight out of an AI.
That's
Yeah.
how I decorate sometimes. Like I get lazy AF and I just take a picture of the space and I'm like, "Hey chat, whoa, what do I do? What do
Yeah.
I do?" And some of them have come back pretty cool and turn out really nice. Like where I'm at now, it's like really open and big, bigger than what I'm used to. And so my little symmetrical mind is just like a little bit off. And so it's taken me a lot of back and forth moving things to like, I don't know. And I still might, change
Well,
it up a few times.
you
But
went from a smaller apartment to a larger
mhm,
house, though, right?
yeah. Yep. And it's so crazy because everything that I had in the apartment, I thought it was going to be like empty in the house. But actually, I just really stashed stuff really well in the apartment. And so it's pretty good. Like, I did buy a few things. Like, well, I knew I was moving and I knew kind of the layout. And so I added things like I bought some stuff. So I guess that helps because I didn't have any dining table space or anything. And what I have isn't what I'm going to have forever. This is just temp while I put things together so that we have a place to eat dinner. But now I have two tables. I have like the formal dining and then the kids area because they're not going to eat out here. It's all carpet. I'm like, no food anywhere but the kitchen, no food in the bedrooms, like no shoes. It's a big change. There's a lot of rules that they didn't have before, but they're doing great so far.
Yeah. So I think if anybody has ever played Tetris at all in their life, they get really good at making things fit. Because before we moved to Wyoming 8 years ago, we had this 35-foot fifth wheel that we put on my parents' property because my mom needed extra help and my dad's health was declining. So we lived on their property for a while. And I didn't realize how much stuff I had packed in to this fifth wheel until we were getting ready to move. It literally took 3 big trailer loads for John to get it here to Wyoming. I'm like, holy
Yeah.
fuck, where did all this shit come
Easy.
from?
Literally. Well, and it's so funny you say Tetris because I had a bunch of teenagers helping me. And I literally am so grateful, right? I'm so grateful they all showed up because obviously I had more help than I've ever had when I moved before. Maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know. We're not going to put that out into the universe because I age backwards. I'm Benjamin Button, whatever. I literally like hurt myself pretty bad. But anyway, they were out putting things in the truck. And I go out to check the truck and I'm like, your generation never played Tetris and it shows. I literally said that to them because I look at that truck and I had to like remove everything and like fit things together. And I'm like, okay, for Christmas, you're all getting Tetris.
Yeah, you're all getting Game Boys.
Yeah, like this isn't going to work. This is a rite of passage and a necessity at this point because the way you just packed this truck is is a no. It's a no, dog.
That's so funny. Yeah, I think I've moved so many times though that I've gotten pretty good at it though. You know, any extra space you shove blankets.
I thought that too. I am good at that. I thought it was going to be great. I'm like, because I've moved in the last like 5 years. I'm embarrassed to say how much I've moved. So I'm really glad that I'm in this space where I can like plant roots a little bit. And then when I'm ready to buy a house, I will potentially purchase in the area. But I've moved so many times too. And so I'm like, this is essential. Like, I have so much more help than I've ever had before. I've moved with just me and one other person multiple times, like with rollers and just one at a time. Like, I'm like, this is going to be so easy because I have so much help. I was wrong. So wrong.
Yeah. So we've been talking about moving and we're like, we just don't want to take anything, right? So we're going through the house, like figuring out what we're going to take with us. And so far, the air fryer is the only thing that's qualified.
Oh my God. That is hilarious.
Everything else, we will just buy new. We don't care. Literally, the air fryer is like, okay, that can go.
But you're coming back to Washington, yeah?
No.
Oh.
No.
I just thought I'd shoot my shot.
No, that's a big fat no.
You don't want to pay like $3,000 mortgage? That's weird.
Hell to the no.
Whatever. No. Are you even living life if you don't pay Washington prices?
There's a couple places that I have that keep coming to my brain, thinking? And I don't know why. I mean, Arizona is a place that John and I have talked about quite a bit, just certain places of Arizona.
Sedona?
No, not Sedona. Benson, Arizona. It's kind of down by Tombstone, Tucson area. It's small. It's a smaller community, but it's close enough to... There's criteria that we have to have. I have to be near an airport, and I need to be within an hour or two of water. A larger body of water. I'm not talking about the fucking...
I think those are on my list too. Those are big things on my list. Now, the airport wasn't a big deal for me before, but with our lifestyle now, it has to be.
Yeah.
But I'm an hour away, which is kind of like, I was spoiled. I was so close to the airport when I lived in Portland where I grew up. It was such an easy, quick drive. It was like, oh, come pick me up from the airport. I'm on it. And now it's, you better Uber.
Yeah, I literally live 10 minutes from the regional airport, Laramie Airport, that flies to Denver.
That you fly out,
and I love that. So I need to be near an airport. I need to be near water. Yeah. But for some freaking strange reason, I don't know why, but Tennessee calls to me. And I've never been there. My cousin lives there, so I've talked to him a few times, but I have no idea why Tennessee comes to my brain every freaking time we talk about moving. I have no idea.
I don't know why, but it was like Oklahoma where the dun, dun, dun. That's what came to my mind. And I was like, but I said Tennessee in my brain and I was like, wait, that's Oklahoma. JK. Nope, wrong one.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be freaking cold. I don't want to be super duper cold.
I have to have 4 seasons. One of my things on my list is 4 seasons.
I don't mind 4 seasons, but the bitter cold, the wind here is just it's too much.
Our weather here is so mild that it's like boring to me. I'm like, can I get like a good thunderstorm and also like some snow? I know that you're like snow is on your shit list. I get that.
Yeah, but you guys don't get it. You guys don't really get it enough.
No.
To have
it's it's so exciting when we get it. And then like there's like a dust on the ground and everyone closes.
Yeah. Nobody knows how to drive. The school's closed.
Well, nobody knows how to drive in the rain either. And we get that 365 days a year. So, there's just no hope.
Yeah. Anywho, so back in the truck up, talking about what we learned this last season. I mean, it kind of goes along with what we're talking about right now, but we planning out a podcast as far as like planning what we're going to talk about, like have a schedule, unless we have a special guest, that doesn't work for us.
Yeah.
Because we're more, what do we feel that day to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
So I've learned that we don't do things the way that everybody else, well, I shouldn't say everybody else. The majority of podcasts that I listen to, it's planned out. They kind of know what they're going to talk about. We do not. So I've learned that that's okay. I have also learned that I need, for me personally, I need to work on my filler words because I use them way too often and editing becomes a bit of a challenge. And let's see, what else have I learned?
We learned rules, like communicating with each other, not necessarily rules, but like cut it out. Like we learned how to speak to each other within like our episodes code, I would say, like prompt wise. And I think we really got to know each other in a different way this season because we've always been like travel buddies or, we do events together we've been roommates before. But this is a different kind of like flow and understanding of each other. And on some of these episodes, we deep dive on like things that we don't even deep dive in our like groups that we do that is very like healing and it's meant to like know more of yourself. And so I think we learned a lot about each other this year or this season, like our full names. I don't think in 5 years we've ever touched on that or cared about it, but nope. I mean, there's just some things that we have learned and about each other that like, there's just so many things. I was like, oh, I didn't know that about you. And it was so wild to me that we had known each other for so long and not gone down any of those very basic roads. It's like, I know your deepest, darkest secrets pretty much, but I didn't know your middle name.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that it makes for a good partnership between you and me because we realize that, we are the yin and the yang that come together to make this work, because I'm more of the funny one. I mean, I'm not saying you're not funny because you is funny, but you have more of the spiritual side of things, and I like to put up the humorous twist on it because, but I was also raised to laugh in every situation, otherwise you can just crumble and fall apart. I was raised to sweep it
under the rug.
Yeah. So, but I think learning that we're different, but we're a lot alike also in many ways makes for a good partnership. And we both come to the table with a lot of life experience, even though it might be different in some regards, and we can bounce things off of each other. And that's why I think we don't fit in the mold of the ones that schedule out. Okay, on July 1st, we're going to talk about this. On July 7th, we're going to talk about this.
We tried.
We tried it. I mean, I think we had like a couple of months set out, but And
we do have prompts and stuff. Like we try to have some type of flow. It's a good place to start. But every time we start at this prompt or level or what we want, and it just turns into something else completely. But I think that's the beauty of it, is that it's very channeled. It's very like flow. And I think that when we do that, it makes it more authentic. And I hope that it lands better for people because everyone deserves to get something out of this. Whether you've had a shitty day and you just need a laugh, M's got your back. Or if you need a golden nugget, we both have you that way. Like different perspectives, like you said. I think we've talked about that before in our episodes, is that we just have the yin and the yang. Like we have completely different ideas about the same situation. And that's the beauty of it, is that we both land in the same spot. We just get there differently. So I think that is something that's really cool. And also, I don't want to give any spoiler alerts, but our next season is going to have a lot more guests. We only had one this season as we got started, but this next season is so freaking jam-packed with, what would you say, like experts in their field, right? I'm so stoked.
Everybody that we're going to have on is going to bring something so unique to the podcast. And I
from
really
all different
feel,
levels. It's
yes,
not even, some of them aren't even experts in their field. Some of them are just people that are on their journey, and they might be where you're at. They might have experienced something similar to you, and who knows? I actually was just talking to Alyssa about this yesterday. My days moving are all running together. But Em and I do a lot of group work, and the structure is similar. The activities that we do are very similar and sometimes feel repetitive. And so, especially when I'm busy moving and I show up to something, my mind is in 5 million. It takes me a minute to drop in because I know I have so much that I need to do. But once we lock in and we get going, yes, it is similar structure. It's similar steps, but every time you do them, you learn something new. And when people share what they see, it could be the same question that's asked to a group of people, and you have 10 different perspectives of that same question. And so when you answer that question and you think you're on like, this is my trajectory and this is how I see it, all these other people go, and usually one or two people change my mindset completely. I'm like, oh, and I'm getting soul chills right now, which is wild. But it's like, oh, I never thought of it that way. I never even would have, if I wasn't here today in this group activity, I would have never gained that perspective. And that's what I hope to bring to people in the new season, is different perspectives. Yes, experts in their field. We will have plenty of those. They are fabulous, lovely people. And I can't wait to bring their knowledge to the table for you. But also, there's very basic levels, like where you first start out and you just hit the mud. And we want to talk to people who just barely hit the mud too. And they're like, I have no idea what to do. This is what happened. And hopefully it connects to that. That's how the point of what we do is, we don't want to just connect with people who have been in the game for a while. We want to connect with people who may have just filed for divorce and are like, oh my God, when shit hits the fan and you don't know what to do, M's going to make you laugh and I'm going to throw in some spiritual shit that's going to blow your mind, right?
Some glitter.
Throw some glitter on it. And then we're going to bring people in to bring that expert voice or that basic connection, whatever that is. It's going to be so powerful. I'm really, really excited. I mean, I could talk for days about this, clearly.
Yeah, no, I think that's why I think it's important that we have such a wide range of guests, because everybody's perspective, you never know when someone says something that can reach, like you were saying, somebody's going to say something, maybe you've heard it 500 times already, but it is going to land when the one person says it.
Yep. Which we experienced, each of us, this season.
I also think that made me think too, times that we have said, well, we'll get to that later, and we never got to them on this season.
Many of those.
Yeah, we have a lot of those. So one thing that I've learned is to make sure when we say we'll get to that, we really need to get to that, because maybe somebody is waiting for that thing that we said we'd get back to.
That's why it came up, is because someone needs to hear it. Otherwise, I don't think it would have come through that way. But luckily, I'm the visionary and Em's the A-type. And so she writes these things down for us. Because if I was expected to write it down, we would probably, I'm the ADHD, like, we'll just never get there. Okay, this is going to be a side rant. I'm curious, Em, how you clean. Because I was just thinking about this the other day, and I started laughing at myself because I literally I'll be like doing laundry, and I'll take the dryers. I'm almost embarrassed to say this. Not that I care about what anybody thinks, just like, really, Thylene, this is how you do shit? That's wild. So I take the dryer out and I put it on my bed, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to start folding. And then I noticed something that I was going to do before, and I didn't do it. And I'm like, it'll only take 2 seconds. And I do that. And I go put it back in its place. Then I'm ending up in the kitchen, and I'm like, oh, this needs to get done. So I do this, and then there's something else, and I go do that. And I'm like, shit, the laundry, the wet stuff isn't in the dryer yet. So then I go put the wet stuff in the dryer, and then I see you know what I mean? Like, that's how I don't pick an area and clean that area.
No. Okay. It literally takes me 3 hours to do one task. And let me tell you why. Because I'll give you an example of one day. Okay? I wanted to hang a picture up in my living room. So I go in the room where the picture is. I pull the picture out. Well, there's something on top of the picture that needs to go into the bathroom. I think it was like, I don't know, I don't even remember what it was. Something fell, and it needed to go in the bathroom. So I took it in the bathroom. Then I noticed that all the shit that should have been in the medicine cabinet was on the sink. So I started putting it in the sink. And then I noticed that there was the kitchen scissors, for some god-awful reason, were in the bathroom. So then I take them and I go put them in the kitchen. Okay, well then, what am I going to cook for dinner? So I have to figure out what I'm cooking for dinner. I look in the freezer and then I think of what I need to pull something out for dinner. Okay, I get that done. Well, then I need a rag to wipe my hands. Well, I don't have any. So then I have to go back to the laundry basket to get a hand towel from the kitchen. Well, they're not dry, so then I got to move the laundry into the dryer.
And you have to take the dryer out and put that in.
It literally took me 3 hours to hang this fucking picture in my living room.
Okay, so I'm so glad that I'm not the only one, and I'm really curious to how our listeners clean. So email us on our website, or if you're on a platform that allows you to comment, I would love to hear. There's got to be a statistic on this, because
I don't know.
Because, okay, but here's the thing. Sometimes I need to deep clean my kids' room, and I still clean similarly within that space. But if I'm dedicated in like my daughter's room, what I do is I move everything out to the other side, and I have a clean space. And I deep clean that, and then I start putting things back, and everything has a place. Then I turn around and I'm like, okay, well, there's trash. So I take it, you know what I mean? So it's not that I can't do that if I have one focused area and like one goal, but just regular house cleaning is literally that for me. Is like, oh, that. And then I go, just what we went through. It's literally that for me. So I'm so curious. Please comment. Please tell me we aren't the only ones, because I need a statistic on this.
And I think this is why we do so good at what we do as far as when we just do our episodes off the cuff, because this is how our brains work.
Yeah.
You know, so if we had something planned, It ain't gonna fucking happen. We're gonna talk about something else anyway.
So I don't know why this is coming up for me, but I am gonna squirrel from that too, because I was moving boxes. Maybe it's the cleaning that I'm thinking about, but I was moving boxes and a whole tower, leaning tower, fell. And I just watched it and I was like, oh no. Like, usually I have really good reflexes, but I was on the other side of something. There was no way to get to it. And the apple cider vinegar happened to be in there in the glass bottle from Costco. So big bottle, broke and just destroyed boxes, and it was awful. And I had to go get a towel, and then naturally I saw something else and had to do that. And then it took me a while to get the towel back. Actually, maybe that was a different day. Anyway, you get my point. My days are running together. I've slept hardly at all in the last week because of this move. But the apple cider vinegar is like, really, that's the one thing that broke. Like, it couldn't have just been a dish. Like, it had to be apple cider vinegar all over inside my box and everything. Like, oh. Anyway, but I'm grateful that's the only thing that broke. I don't know why that came up, but it did. So,
well, because
you're welcome.
Your brain is squirreling like you clean, so that's
yes, fine. 100%. 100%.
Another thing that I just thought of that I learned, it's not something that I love, but I do know it's important because other people love it, is social media. So I know we need to put ourselves out there a little bit more and have, just have more of a presence on social media, because a lot of people do follow that. It's no secret that I don't love social media because I can't keep up with the algorithms. I cannot keep up with all that shit. So I don't think I'm going to. I think but we should get better at that.
Just need to post.
Just post. I've been pretty good at posting our episodes on our IG.
Yeah, you've done really well
on IG, which is I Am Her the podcast. And so I've been doing that, but I'm hoping when we go to the Podfest in 10 days.
Literally what I was thinking of is like, I hope we learn something in that way. Like,
yeah, I'm really hoping that we're going to learn more about how to do it better.
Yeah.
As far as
management and scheduling and all the things. Yeah. I'm with you on that one. And I do think that that's like an area of opportunity for us for sure, because I don't even want to deal with my own personal Facebook. It feels like a chore to keep up with. Yeah, it's definitely. And Emma's like the tech person, full creative rights. Like, you do every once in a while, because I watch our episodes back. Not lately because I've been so busy, but usually I'll watch our episodes back and I'll be like, did you know this was still in there? And she'll like, go back and, and fix it up or whatever, which is rare. I think it's only happened a couple times. Yeah. But yeah, I do hope that we, we get some knowledge we learned a lot, but there's just so much more for us to learn and grow from in this. And I just hope that we can compare our next season to this season and be like, oh my God, I hope you can see the growth. I hope we can see the growth from our next season.
I'm pretty sure that we will be able to, even, from the very first episode on this one. I definitely think there's been a lot of things that we've done differently. Like for the first few episodes, we didn't have the intro recorded.
Yeah.
We were just saying it, and we're like, this is going to get old after a while. We said it and now it's recorded so we can put
Which I do think that we should update that when we'll talk after this. I think I have some ideas. But change and growth. I'm so excited to make some changes and show everything that we learn at Podfest.
Podfest. Yeah, and I guess they do it, I don't know if it's annually or biannually or something, but they have it in different places. They've had it in different countries.
Oh, that's cool.
From what
I am getting my passport, so
boop.
But like caveat, or I don't know what word you would say there, but that trip you will be flying with me. I will fly into Laramie and we will fly together wherever the fuck we need to go. That trip I'm not taking alone. Nope, I won't do it. Put me in a corner, put me in timeout. No.
Maybe I won't live in Laramie by then. So
I don't care where you live. I will fly to you and we will take the big jump together because, listen, Linda, Arizona,
Nashville,
where are we going? Orlando. Actually, I have my first layover ever in Atlanta on the way to Orlando. And I'm a bit scared of it, but it'll be good because it breaks it up because I tend to get a little bit of anxiety. Which if we are traveling over like to a different country, I'll just let you knock me out and make sure I get to where I need to be.
Yeah, I'll just get you one of those leashes, like they put on the kids, the little doggy backpack.
Please do.
Leashes.
But we'll just blog our trips. And because you and I, that's another thing when we talk about the yin and yang. Like, I just think that we have just like our natural banter is special.
Because we're special.
Watch our blooper episode and you'll see that banter at like level 500.
Okay, you guys, just go watch the bloopers episode or listen to it if you have not yet, because I was literally crying when I was cutting that together.
Oh my God.
I
only watched the intro so far. That's like my goal today. And I'm just like, I was almost in tears just in the intro. I was like, I cannot believe you left that in.
So funny. But I think it's fun though, because it just shows that, we're just fucking funny. It's not gonna lie. No sugarcoating it. We're fucking funny.
We're funny and we're also a little slow sometimes, and sometimes we need an adult and we don't have one. So we just make do.
So we both work other jobs, and so our time frames that we have to record and edit and all of the things are pretty limited right now. But there's going to be a lot of things changing this year, so hopefully, well, not hopefully, it will open up other opportunities for time and the ability to I'm not going to say plan out the podcast, because we're not going to do that, but put more energy into building up this podcast and making it what we envision that it will be. So I'm really looking forward.
We also are dropping a new segment in our new season, which is going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes. I mean, again, I have these big visions, but we never know.
It's a whole other way of doing what we've been doing. So, and we're definitely going to get back to Real Talk Rituals. We've got some more submissions that have come in, so we got to get back to that. But then I can't wait to show you guys the new segment coming. It's going to be funny. It's going to be super entertaining. And it's like Thylene said, it's going to be all new for us too. So you're going to come along this journey of learning right alongside of us.
Yep.
So
as always, it'll be interesting AF, you know?
So anyway, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has listened and stuck with us this season. Our 11 subscribers on YouTube.
Listen,
y'all are the bomb.com.
You are the bomb.com, but even though it's only even though we only have 11 subscribers, we do have a lot of people who pop in and listen, right? And so if people aren't subscribing, but they're still getting value out of it, I'm here for it.
Yeah, and we have a lot of listeners on Spotify, and there's some other platforms that I don't check. iHeartRadio. I don't check any of those other ones because when I put it on Spotify, it kind of disperses itself into these other places that I I don't even know how to check them. So again, something else we need to learn moving into the next season. So
what if we log into one of those and it's like, you have 100,000 listeners? Like, holy crap.
Maybe we'll end up with one of those, those record wall plaques like they give out for YouTube.
That would be a great 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can manifest that.
Hell fuck yeah, we can.
Why not?
Yeah. So
let's just see.
Do you have any closing thoughts before we shut down? Because it is 9:15 my time and I'm a little bit tired.
I'm exhausted too and broken. I think that I just am so incredibly excited. Like 2026 is going to be such a huge year for us both and for everyone who, how do you say, it's not geared towards spiritually who make growth. It's just anyone who wants to make change. This year is it for you. Everyone's done so much work. And 2025, I had this conversation not that long ago with someone. 2025 was the year that we thought was going to be like 2026, and then it turned into this big learning lesson. And I feel like a lot of people had more obstacles than they had planned or thought of. And now we've done all that work and we face challenges so well. And now we are here. We faced 100% of our worst days and made it. And now in 2026, year of the fire horse, we are literally going to step into all of our power. We are going to be everything that we thought we could be and more. And so I'm just really excited to step into 2026 with everyone who wants to come on this journey and learn and grow and be more with self and learn to keep your oxygen mask on. Just tell me to stop. Just stop me now because because I have so much love for people that there's a million things going on in my head that I want to tell you, but they're all future episodes. So until then, what about you, Em? Oh, thank you. Thank
you. Yeah, all of that. No, just
this. This or something better, right?
Yeah, this or something better. No, I think I kind of said I'm just really appreciative of everybody that has participated silently or sent us messages or texted us or however you've communicated with us. We're just so grateful for you, and I am grateful. I am grateful that you, Thylene, listened to me when I said, Thylene, I think we need to start a fucking podcast.
And I was like, what?
You said, oh my God, because I already have one planned out, but I haven't done shit with it because I don't know how to do it.
Yep, the yin and the yang.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just grateful for all of it. And I'm really looking forward to what next year or this year has in store, the next season. We're going to take a little bit of a break. So we're going to skip next week. So you can just go back and listen to your favorite episodes because then we're going to be in
bloopers.
Florida.
Watch them bloopers.
Watch the bloopers. We're going to be in Florida after that.
And I think we will we're going to record a little bit while we're there and do some fun stuff while we're there. So when Em and Thylene get together, you never know. Like when we're physically in the same vicinity of each other, you just never know.
Literally never know what's going to happen. We're going to be unaccompanied. So that.
Yeah. I know. Oh my gosh. Alyssa's probably like, oh God.
10 days, Thylene. We're going in 10 days.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. How did that happen already?
I don't
I'm
know.
flying. I'm scared. Okay, I can do this. I got this.
Yeah.
It's 2026. It's the new me. I travel. I do, what are they called?
What? I don't know. What are what called?
Layovers?
Yeah. Yeah. That was a tricky word.
Listen, my brain works differently already, and then you add lack of sleep and all the things. Like, I swear my last week was all one day. That's it. Anyway, it's 2026, bitches. Mount up.
2026, bitches. Okay, let's get her done. All right, everybody, don't forget you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. And until next time, take what resonates, leave the rest. And remember, somewhere a lion in a Hawaiian shirt is cheering you on. Bye, everybody.
Bye.